straight. As I say, step straight back. A lot of times when you do ikkyo, you might feel like, wow, that's a long way to do ikkyo. It is a long way to do ikkyo if you just step back. This is a long way to do it. Right position. What I normally like to do is actually step up and step back. I do a humi switch. Now this position is just about right for ikkyo. Distance-wise, mind-wise. As you come up, step up, step back. Just about right. Forward, omote ikkyo. Tenkan doesn't matter. You can go way back here. It doesn't matter because you're going to come back anyway. Tenkan. But if you're doing omote, you need should step up, so you have to correct my eye at this point. Stepping straight back. A little difficult, no pop correct straight. Or you have to force the situation. You can always force it. Yeah. It's much easier just to switch. Okay, iriminage and Tenshinkan. Let's try. I'm focusing on the hand, but I'm leaving all this empty here. I don't know what's going on over here. So even though you're moving, always focus. Always looking at your card. Always looking at your card. Always know what he's doing. I can see him. Always be able to see your partner. So now we're going to switch on the nikyo. And of course, when we pin, nikyo pin, ikkyo first, switch your humi, slide up, push the inside foot forward 1, step outside 2, outside knee stays up for a bit, make sure the shoulder is nice and secure here, always applying pressure downward, even now it's still downward, still have control of the hand, still have control of the hand, now I can release it. Then I'm going to take the slack out of the elbow very slowly. Now I'm going to rotate my hip very slowly towards the head. So, ikkyo, switch your humi. So once again, you're in line with the direction that you move. Nikyo can be done in many ways, but I think the most kindest way is just a compression of these two joints and a slight rotation. I know some of you like to go this way. That's not kind. Compression just as well. Now, instead of just stepping forward with this foot here, I like to bring the foot up and step forward with the inside foot. Reason being, stepping forward with this foot exposes a lot this way. And then also, during your triangle, if you push it this way, you don't have anything behind you. You're standing here like the tripod without the third try. Or pot. So anyway, after the nikyo here, I'm going to keep my feet in line just here once. Now he's down here, it's not going to be a problem. Step twice. Keep his knee up. I like to keep his knee up for the transition because I know I can also pin this way if I need to. With his knee up here. Now transfer this over. Still applying pressure. Still applying pressure here. Now I have the hand track. Now I can hold this hand. Take the slack out. Rotate. Nikyo. Switch feet. Compression, rotation. Nikyo. Slide the foot up. Take the elbow, place it in his ear. Turn his head away. The head turns away. Secure the shoulder down here. This is in transitions where people will start to come up. That's why I like to always maintain lots of pressure during my pins. Nothing has let up so far. It's always there. Now. It's very difficult to do. There's no need for nikyo at the point, right? You have gocho or all kinds of other things. So as far as the kemi go, you're taking the kemi. That's right, I'm attacking. When you're taking the kemi, don't turn away from it. This already is the attack is not for. You should be thinking, don't do that again. You should be thinking this. That's what you should be thinking. So you should be, your partner should be over in front of you. You should be looking at your partner here. You should be over here someplace wondering what's going on back here. So when you take in the kemi, please turn around. And please protect your own elbow by not locking it. If you lock it, all you have to do is actually just push right here. And there goes the elbow, right? So you should be protecting your own elbow. Now he has an opportunity to do nikyo. So kemi, of course, is a big part of what we do here, is to provide the proper attack to the proper situation. Aikido really doesn't have these things in real life. You can do anything you want. But when we're practicing a particular technique, a particular form at the dojo, then we need the proper attack to do that technique. So this is not real life. This is practice. Real life is something that happens very spontaneously. We don't know what's going to happen. But for us right now, practice is just practice. And maybe that's all there is in life, is practice. So this time, let's go up. So particular in this one, the partner has to turn around also to look at you during your application of nikyo. So, as they come in, one, pivot behind, two. As soon as he turns around, it's when you can work on. So there's a rhythm involved. Wait, down! You have to be patient. Patient means wait till you see the whites of their eyes. And then the it works much easier. So this is ura konkan, ura nikyo. A little bit more circles involved. Pivot. Cut between yourselves. Step behind. Rotate. Tenkan. Cut behind. Rotate. Looks easy? It is easy. So before they grab, I'm going to replace it with the other hand underneath. Push. This is the target. This is the target. Okay, 15-minute break. Straight in. Here. We're just going to pass the arm off. Now we have an opening right inside here. Okay, let's give that a try. We'll go behind. Come here. This is a little bit more smaller circle, so all I'm doing is passing here. Now, what I see is this, right inside here. This is what I'm looking for. Turning the body here. Remember, look at your partner. None of this stuff here. Nobody's over here. He's over here. Tap it off here. Now there's a clear avenue right inside here. Slide forward. Straight inside. Turn. Enter. Turn your partner. Just so the arm is out of the way. Now you can come inside here. Hey, this shot. Big arm lift. That's okay. But I don't think we need to do this. My approach in Kokyunage is when this on me forward like that, all we have to do is extend the arm straight forward here. And as we go forward here, so there's actually no big arm movement involved. Why does this work? See, the posture is good right now. And what I'm doing is I'm forming a triangle. This is a acute triangle. Small angle. Not a good looking one. An acute triangle right here. And so as I approach him, the angle is wide. It's about 10 inches right here. But as it comes in here, it becomes like 4 inches, 3 inches, 2 inches, until you nothing. Squeezing them into a funnel almost like. So this is the idea that I like to use in so the arm is here, and all I'm going to do is this. As I approach him, and I lock his hip in place, as I approach, the upper body starts to lean, until it comes to a point where there's no more room and something has to give. And so that's why it's very important that we don't come in too deep right here and have an arm like this, and then try to throw. This is not what I call an acute triangle, a square or whatever, right? The arm off over here. And so if you enter too deeply, this is what happens. Then yes, you can throw somebody this way, but I don't think that's what we want to do. We want to nest here. And so part of that is trapping the hip so the hip doesn't move, and create an unbendable arm here, and sliding in until posture breaks. And so it doesn't require a lot of strength as such. We shouldn't be hitting, doing whatever, wrestling, shouldn't be any of that. So on the grab, we went like this, step up, slide forward, and throw. Once again, no big upper body movement, keeping the arms set, and just the body flow once again, the arms are set. But the body movement is the actual throw. This position is similar to the somebody touched. Same position here. Same thing when you grab. Same position, ganenshi. This is the position that we're looking at, this angle right here. Okay. So try to avoid going into deep. I think what happens is we come into deep, the arms back here, then we're into this perspective. Now we're trying to wrestle with our partner like this. This is difficult to do. It should be back here. That's why the arm has to be done, the position has to be done at a distance. Now everything is set. If I come in over here, the angle is too wide now. Now we're going to have resistance here. More resistance. Yes, you can throw something that way, but make it easy to set up here. So listen. Grab. 1, 2. So you have to kind of bring them down to the side here. You have to break the posture a little bit more vigorously. Certain techniques work better if you're taller, certain techniques work better if you're a little shorter. But since we're in the dojo practicing one technique, you must do that one technique. Maybe if you have to really do something out, to defend yourself, you wouldn't do techniques that don't work so well for your style. But since we're in the dojo practicing only one technique, yes, you must do this one technique. So how do we do this? Break the posture more. Here. Okay? A little bit more vigorously, perhaps. Of my partner, the front side here. This time we're going to go screwed up. We're going to move to the outside. So we're going to kink out. Kink out. Cutting under here. The way I first learned it was to use this part with your wrist and just hit like this. You come around here. Now we can do this two ways. One, we can go rotation around here into iriminage. Or we can cut it short. Let's cut it short like we did last time. So, kink out here. Instead of going around the way, let's just cut it short at that point. Kink out. 1, 2, 3. pivot, you raise it up, hand is up already, so you're almost in position already. Both right inside again. Think up, 1, 2. And everybody can do this. Let's try. A little bit about how to do the hand. So just bend your wrist here. Take it right underneath your wrist here. Lift it nice and high. I should do it from the front. Right here. Right here with the wrist. More direct. In other words, right here is this graph. Which is good fortune. But since we have the cut movement, oh, and when you cut high, this is difficult to do that. Bring both hands up, keep your weight over here. Oh. And you mustn't forget your pin. Put it in. Switch your kotegaeshi up. Kotegaeshi. Turn your partner over. And now, once again, we talked about keeping pressure off the pin all the time. You have the shoulder trap. Right now, you keep my pressure downward. This is the part that you want down. If you let the focus over, your partner comes up. So the pressure down here. My knee is still up. So maintain this pressure. If I want to, once again, I can even let go of this hand. The knee stays up. So I can keep the knee up to the very last. So I can turn the hand over first. What that means is I can still apply pressure to the shoulder, and I can lower my knee, still applying pressure to the shoulder. If my partner doesn't come up. So from here, turn the hand over first. Now this can be done leisurely to nikyo. Sometimes if you don't do that, and you go like this, and your partner turns the hand over for you, and then they're obliged you to do this. But some people maybe have to oblige you, have the hand, and they start to come up. To avoid that, just turn the hand over first. Apply pressure to the shoulder. Apply pressure to the shoulder. Still apply pressure to the shoulder. Now you can let it go. Still apply pressure to the shoulder. Now take the slack out. Now take it very slowly. So it's just a matter of if you have an opening or not, creating an opening or not. This kotegaeshi is a little bit different. We do this exercise about it could be doable. Alright. this technique is done by grabbing the base of the thumb here and turning the wrist over this way. So you're moving backwards this way. You're going to find there's a tremendous amount of pressure on the wrist when you do it. And some people's wrist, they look kind of fragile. It might hurt your wrist just by grabbing the wrist here. But this is the most effective way of doing this technique. Sometimes when I'm doing it a little more quickly and I want to be nice, I want to hold now by grabbing the whole wrist. In other words, if I grab my partner's wrist here, this way it can't bend the wrist. It's not as effective. But it doesn't injure the wrist either. It doesn't injure the wrist. When you grab it, there's a potential for really putting a lot of torque on the wrist this way, so you have to be very careful. So if you're concerned about your partner, what you do is you grab the whole wrist. So I'm holding the wrist, I'm not letting the wrist bend. Not as effective perhaps, but it's kinder to the wrist. So you might consider doing that. And this movement is stepping back. Normally when we put the actual ones, just turn the hip on this particular movement. Feet together, set it up, stepping back with the outside foot as you cut it. Feet should be in line in the direction of the flow. In other words, after your partner falls, you should be aligned. Your partner should be aligned this way. This is not so good. You don't have your balance as well as you do this way. It's much stronger. And so once again, keeping your mechanics in place. Alignment of body here. Legs, bones, everything. Omote. One. This is a circle. This is not just moving the arm here. This movement. Stepping to the front. One. Feet together. Two. Cut. Circle. One. Slow is okay. So the true application of this, one hand is holding the base of the thumb on this side, the other one is on the base of the baby finger this way. This is the way you have your wrist so you can bend the wrist. But as I said before, understand how to do that, but in your application, when you're working with some people, you might want to grab the whole wrist. Protect the wrist this way. This is a good consideration for that. Let's give it a try. Alright. This is what you should see your partner's arm doing. So here, and you are forming a circle this way. And so sometimes the easy way to do that is to go turn your wrist this way down. So it's easy to turn this way. See the circle? This movement. So this is not a linear movement, it's a circular movement. This movement. As they come to grab, you can turn your palm outward here, and when you do this, it's easier to make the circle as you come in here. So that means we're not coming straight back here. It means I'm actually forming a circle with my body. I'm making a circle with my body as I come up. So a lot of times what we do is, instead of just stepping here with your toe outward, what we say is step with your toe inward. Bring your toe towards your partner. Now it's all set up already for the rotation. As you enter, not like this, because it pushes your hip facing this way. I want my hip facing my partner. So when I step here, go in here. So now this, I don't have that big of a rotation. It's already in position. It's already in position. 1, 2, and 3. Give it a try. Now with your right foot step forward, so left foot line, pivot, step back and right. That's what you're doing. 1, 2. Actually, I like to put my feet together before I do that. Actually, something like this. 1, feet together, step back, 2, 1, feet together, step back, 2, 1, feet together, step back, 2. That's all it is. No big deal. Everybody can do this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I know everybody wants to grab the wrist last time, right? Everybody wants to grab the wrist last time. So this time we're going to grab the wrist. Then we're going to switch it off. Try to be kind to your partner's elbow, especially the old guys. Your elbows don't bend so good anymore. Let's try. Weird. Last time we went omote this side. Now again, uga. This time I'm going to catch his wrist and